What's going on, fellas? It's another Boogie production. Hey, I want to salute y'all for subscribing to my channel, and I also want to thank y'all for liking my videos. And shout out to the Dime Game Division. Let's rock and roll, man. Now, a lot of people may ask themselves, after watching my content for a while, they may say, Boogie, why does it seem like you so hard on men? And I think that's a real valid question. You got to understand, the way that I look at men, the way that I understand men is, men are judged off of what we can produce. Our value is based off of production, what we add to the world. You see what I'm saying? Now, some guys are going to be more valuable than others in that area, but we all play a part of keeping the ecosystem going as men. Every man is not going to be in the command room. Some men may have to dig trenches, but it's all to the better good of the group of humanity. Then you break that down in groups, as far as race and culture and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, that's how men are judged. And women are judged off of another scale. Their value is something different to the ecosystem. So you got to understand, man, if men don't get it done in this world, then it won't get done. Men are the protectors, And I know a lot of dudes don't really comprehend that, because in this society, we have become comfortable, right? A lot of us, we wake up in the morning without linen or silk boxers on, drive through Starbucks, get some expensive coffee, get a good hot breakfast. A lot of people go to their jobs, in their cubicles and computers and nice leather chairs. Then you hop up in your foreign car with the leather seats and the sunroofs. And so, we've gotten very comfortable, but I lived a lot of my life very uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So I understand what that feel like as well. By the time I left high school, 8 months later, I was in a war zone. Like literally in the middle of a war with grown men who didn't care about my age. They didn't take it easy on me. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they knew is either him or me. And I had the same mentality. So I understand the full power of men, just period. So even when I was overseas, man, when I was in Iraq, those Iraqi men were completely undergunned when it came to the U.S. firepower and their support. But they still held their ground. They still stood tall. And they still fought to the death, man. That's a man right there. So I just look at men different. So when I hear men coming up with a lot of excuses and the constant complaining and not doing nothing about their situation, I'm not a big fan of that, man. I'm just gonna be honest. And there's only really so much of that kind of stuff I can really take for my own mental health, man. I understand, based off of my experiences in life, with being delusional as a man, where that can actually lead you to. And I tell you this, man, you go on that battlefield with a bunch of delusions, man, you're gonna lose your life, man. Now draw a parallel to that with dealing with women. If you too delusional when you out here dealing with the opposite sex, man, it's probably going to end up bad for you. And you never want to be the man that women settle for. You know what I mean? Obviously, she's going to start treating you like that. Like, nah, man. Like, you want to be the man with options, man. Like, you want to be the man that can have it your way. You dig? Even with just casual sex, you don't want to be the guy that always got to settle to have sex with a certain caliber of woman. No, like you can pretty much sleep with who you want to sleep with. You know, at that point, as a man, that's living. You know, when you can really call your own shots and make your own decisions. You know, I think every man want to get to that point and get to that level. You know, but it really all starts with your thinking, man, and your mindset. You know, real talk. Are you going to go into action and do something about your situation, or are you just going to keep talking about it over and over and over again? You know? And that's up to the individual man. You know, but as far as I'm concerned, I understand my content is not going to be for everybody. I already know my personality. You know, nobody has to tell me that. So I get it. You know, my particular style of content is going to be for a certain group of men and maybe a certain group of women. And that's fine with me. But at the end of the day, a lot of dudes, man, they really searching for a ghost, man. You know, they're chasing a ghost that's not there. You know, this kind of magic pill where they can wake up and the women gonna be different, you know, and they gonna be different. It's like, nah, man, that's never gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe some guys just want to complain to keep themselves from dealing with their own reality. But whatever it may be, that's on them. You know what I mean? That's on them, man. Women are not going to wake up tomorrow and say, well, I'm going to take it easier on men, or, you know, my sexual preferences are going to change tomorrow because these guys are over here complaining. Like, nah, it don't work like that, man. You know, it's just not. So you're either going to compete, improve, and keep adding more to your game, or, you know, you can watch everybody else live. But either way, man, the earth is going to keep spinning is what I'm saying. You know, and I just have that mentality, man. You know, straight up. So I don't know. Some guys are going to get it. Some guys are not going to get it. That's really all I got to say about that. You know, everybody not going to make it to the finish line. You know, they're not. Some guys are going to tap out real early, man, and just settle for mediocrity. And as far as I'm concerned, that's not going to be me. And it shouldn't be you, period. You know, it shouldn't be you, period, man. You have to take your destiny in your own hands. You have to. You know, there's no other way. Because like I said in the beginning of this video, if men don't get it done, then it won't get done. You know, just period. So that's just a few reasons why it may seem like I'm so hard on men, but I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, a lot of the men in my life, man, they don't take excuses off me. They're not trying to hear me complain. They don't care about what the women are doing. They looking at me to produce. And that's just what it is. You know, so I've heard every excuse, every complaint, every lie from a lot of dudes, you know, and I get it. My thing is with effed up women and women that are just straight up bitches, you just got to stay away from them, man. That's it. Just stay away from them. You know, deal with the women that's in your lane. Deal with good women. You know, if you out here complaining about women and their behaviors and how they act and who they choose to sleep with, then I shouldn't catch you nowhere near those women. You know, but it seems to me that's not really happening. A lot of dudes are complaining about the women that they're sleeping with. So I just have a zero tolerance, man, a very low tolerance for all that kind of stuff. You know, I just think a lot of dudes should just wake up and just work on themselves. You know, just period. You know, I've noticed a lot of guys are very unhappy with themselves, but then want a woman to be happy with them. It just doesn't make sense, man. It don't even add up to me. You know, my mind can't even go to those kind of places, man. It's ass backwards. You know, a lot of dudes don't want to accept reality, but they want women to accept reality. You know, and to be fair, a lot of women can't accept reality, but they want men to accept reality. It's a lot of strange things happening out here, man. You know, you got to have a lot of self-awareness and the presence of mind to change the situation, man. That's all I'm saying. You know, that's all I'm saying. But that's all I got for y'all today, fellas. Shout out to the Dime Game Division. Peace.